for Pennsylvania residents who are ready to look at what is actually available outside of the insurance system. Coverage for the unexpected and care that actually works. These are the two things I'll be talking about in this video. Most people in Pennsylvania are paying for health insurance out of fear, not because it's working for them. Fear of the unexpected. What if something serious happens and I have nothing? Fear of the unexpected is from the broken system. We are fearful because we were told if you don't have insurance, something horrible could happen and you can't afford it. That feels safer than stepping outside, even if there's only 10-minute appointments with prescriptions just handed over without any real answers. This video is for Pennsylvania residents who are ready to look at what is actually available outside of the insurance system. Coverage for the unexpected and care that actually works. These two separate problems have been bundled together in what is called health insurance. They don't have to be. This is something that is shifting right now, and I'm speaking to Pennsylvania residents right now on this video because I've done research around this topic and I'm giving you the information that is current as of 2026. So, coverage for the unexpected, that's a fear-based reason to be having health insurance. And it's not about routine care. It's something that's just what if? What if something happens? What if the thoughts in our head that make us scared to not carry insurance? The good news is that Pennsylvania actually doesn't have a penalty if you don't carry insurance at all. Residents of Pennsylvania are not legally bound to pay a fine or a fee if they don't carry insurance. That means the decision about emergency care is 100% yours. So, based on the information that you have, your situation, your circumstance, you get to decide how you want to pay for emergency care. And option one for emergency care is the high deductible health plan. And this is something that anybody can buy. You can do it through your employer if you're employed still, or you can do it out on your own depending on what's offered. Now, I wanted to caveat this and say always, always, always research because there's stuff changing constantly. As I'm recording this video, changes are happening in Pennsylvania. So make sure that you go out and really research what's available to you as a Pennsylvania resident. As I'm recording this today, these are the things that I found through research that are currently available. High deductible health plan. And I talked about this in the HSA FSA video previously. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch that. It's in the playlist on the channel. The high deductible plan actually is a lower monthly premium, depending on which one you pick, but it's lower than traditional insurance. And it's HSA compatible, meaning health savings account compatible. You can use health savings account money to pay for your services through a high deductible plan. It's available at any age, so it doesn't matter how old you are. You can have this plan. And it's a good middle ground between traditional insurance and nothing. This is something that if you wanted to have a what if something happens plan, this is a good plan to have. What it means to be high deductible means that there's a dollar amount, and I'm going to go over the actual numbers in a separate video because it's a lot of information. So stay tuned for that video. It's going to be specifically for Pennsylvania, high deductible health plans, the numbers. A high deductible plan means you have a certain amount of money that you have to reach for your deductible that you pay out of pocket. That's the cash pay before the insurance kicks in. So I'm going to give you an example. If you were to have an accident and need surgery, so you know it's going to be a hospitalization and it's going to be expensive. You have to pay your deductible. Let's say your deductible is $3,000. You have to pay $3,000 out of your pocket before the insurance will pay for the other part of the emergency. So for some people, this is comfortable because, they're like, well, I don't know if anything's going to happen, but if it does, at least we are covered for the large amount of money and we're paying cash for our routine healthcare anyway. So it's a good compromise in the middle. Option two is personal savings. This is one that I don't think a lot of people think about because we've been pre programmed to think insurance, have insurance, it'll cover everything, we'll be taken care of, which isn't necessarily true. All insurance companies are different. They get to decide what they approve and what they don't, and they can decline coverage on anything they want to. That's just not told to us when we sign up. They're like, oh, here, this is what it covers. But then when you actually have an emergency, that has to be submitted to be approved. And if the insurance company doesn't want to approve it, they don't have to. So having a personal savings account actually gives you more of a benefit. What happens is, I'm going to give you an example of a high deductible health plan. So let's say your premium for a high deductible health plan, and I'm not saying this is an actual number, this is an example only. Let's say your premium is $400 a month. You pay $400 a month and your deductible is $5,000. So you're paying $400 a month out of your pocket every month to the insurance company that does not go towards your deductible. You're just giving them $400 so that they will protect you if something happens, just like a safety net. And you have to pay $5,000 before they'll pay anything anyway. So 400 plus the 5,000. That's a lot of money. What if you put $400 a month in a high interest savings account and you actually earn money on the $400 a month in your savings account while you're waiting for something bad to happen? Because you don't know if something bad's going to happen. So you're actually paying yourself that security. If you can afford $400 a month for a high deductible health plan, then you could put $400 away in savings. It's your choice. You choose where you want to put your money. Do you want to put it in an insurance company and then cross your fingers and be like, I hope they help me? And they might, and it might be amazing and you have no problems. Or you can put it in a savings account and earn money on it and keep that going so that over time you have a good size nest egg for anything that might happen. Then you can use your own money for that. So, one thing that I want to emphasize with the savings account is it requires discipline. So, you're not going to go in and take money out of it. I think that's a lot of reasons why people don't do it. They're like, but I might spend the money and go buy a new car. No, you don't want to do that. You want to set it aside and out of sight, out of mind. So maybe open a separate account in a separate bank from your regular banking. Usually high yield savings accounts are separate banks anyway. They might require a minimum deposit, just depends. But again, research what can you do with your money to make it safe and to make it available when you need it, but it's not so easily available that you're transferring money from your savings account all the time and it's not building up on the side. So something to think about. It's your money. You get to choose. And the beautiful thing about Pennsylvania, there are no restrictions. You can do this. This is totally possible. And you're in control of it. So research what's available to you. Which one do you feel most comfortable with? And then you get to decide, do I want to have insurance or do I want to go it through a savings account? That's the two options for if something bad happens, the what if scenario. So I'm curious, based on those two options, which one of these feels most realistic for your situation right now? Tell me in the comments. Let's get a conversation going. So, what is it that you think would be best for you? The second half of this video, I'm going to be talking about care that actually works. So, we covered the first option, which is coverage for the unexpected. So, you've got that covered. Now, let's talk about care that actually works. If you decided not to have insurance or you just have the high deductible insurance, what is it that you can do for your health care? How can you take care of yourself as a Pennsylvania resident? What is open to you for your options? So, traditional insurance coverage, 10 to 15-minute appointments. You may or may not get an appointment within 30 to 90 days, and you're going to get a prescription, almost guaranteed. And they aren't getting to the root cause, spending time with you, finding out exactly what you need, or even giving you referrals to people that could help you. It's an in and out, and you may or may not get help. And that's basically what they offer with traditional insurance. That's your appointments. That's what you get for what you're paying. Is it worth it? Paying that high amount for premiums and deductibles and copays, and you're not even getting help. You're just giving them money. So think about that. And we're going to look at what does it actually look like to have a cash-based practitioner that has all the different things accessible. You have functional medicine, you have primary care doctors, you have health coaches, you have energy healers if you have the alternative, acupuncture, physical therapy, massage, all the things that are for overall wellness at your fingertips that you can spend money on that the insurance company isn't going to say no. So they actually are there for you. They're there for you to spend time with you. Usually appointments are 45 minutes to 90 minutes, depending. They're there to hear what you have to say, learn about you, understand you and your family, and be able to help you. What is actually going on and how can we help you? And all the different services are available. Right now in the Centered Care Directory, you can search by specialty and location for Pennsylvania and find practitioners that work with you either through telehealth or in person, all the different types of ways that they can work with you. So it's not just limited to one specialty. You can pick from a list, figure out which ones work for you, and research them. Find out who they are and what they do. Have a conversation with them, human to human, not in 10 minutes, and find out if they're the right practitioner for you. That's what the Centered Care Directory is here for. It is to get you in contact with those cash-based practitioners that are here to help you with your overall wellness. These are routine visits where you're improving your overall wellness so that you feel better, so that when you do have an emergency or something comes up where you do have an illness that's going to be serious, your body's already prepared to take care of it. And you're just getting a boost of help in those unexpected circumstances. Have you ever seen a cash based practitioner? That would be anybody who does not take insurance. That could be mental health. It could be a health coach. It could be an energy healer, Reiki, acupuncture, functional medicine, nutritionist. The list goes on and on. Tell me in the comments if you've ever visited a cash based practitioner in Pennsylvania that you've enjoyed working with. Tell us about your experience. Do that in the comments below. I read every single comment as much as I can. So I covered the unexpected coverage. So what happens when an emergency happens? How do you take care of that? We covered that with a high deductible health plan and your emergency savings account. Then I also covered care that actually works. So the difference between going to an insurance-based health provider, 10-minute appointments, prescriptions, versus a wellness provider who is cash-based practitioner who has time for you and actually helps you figure out what's going on and gives you a plan of how you can take care of that and take care of yourself overall. This is not telling anyone about what to decide or what to do or how to do it. Everybody's different. So this is giving you options, information, and choices. I recorded this video specifically for Pennsylvania because I researched you don't have any penalties for not having insurance in Pennsylvania. So you can figure out which option works best for you, combining which options, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, whatever your circumstance is, it's going to be based on how you live, your lifestyle, your finances, what you got going on. So research for yourself based on these two options. What works best for you? The specific numbers behind the high deductible health plan, I'm going to break that down in a future video. Subscribe to the channel and get notified when that video comes out. I do set the videos as premieres, so you'll be able to see when it's coming, the date it's coming. You can click the little bell notification and it'll notify you when it goes live. So I'm going to do one specifically for Pennsylvania high deductible health plans, all the numbers broken down so you can get an idea for 2026. If you're ready to search for a cash-based practitioner in Pennsylvania now, click on the link down below and you can start searching by specialty and location right now for that practitioner that works for you. Subscribe if you want to see the new practitioners that are being added daily to the directory. This is happening all the time, so make sure you hit subscribe and be notified when there are new practitioners. And as always, you're going to see a video up here. It's going to be either on the right or the left. I never know because YouTube does whatever it wants. You can click on that video and move to the next video that's recommended for you in the series.